I think we're on the air. Well, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's nice to be seen. Sorry about that. I thought I had the settings correctly applied, but they were not. So that's what it was. So I'm glad that everything is working now, and we're here on the east side of Salt Lake City at Salt Lake City International. It is breezy today, that is for sure. The old A320 Neo of Spirit, the yellow banana in from Las Vegas. Oh, we got some Southwest Maryland 1 livery right here. Awesome. Yeah, it's in the mid 80s. What's it like down in southern Colorado? You up to 90? Thanks to, by the way, thanks to Singularity for the thumbnail. Many thanks. The next thing I need is like some intro music and an intro. Chaotic Bean, it's good to see you, man. I always missed you. Looking at Southwest 2091, headed to Houston. Hey Justin, what's happening? Yes, it is warmer than yesterday and windy, so that is for sure, but definitely clear. .89 in Pueblo. Man. When I stepped out of my truck, it was about 82. But I'm here in the shade, specifically to stay cool. Because I still got work tonight. Next up, Airbus A220 1092 Delta 1092, okay, headed to Houston Intercontinental. Let me know how everything looks and sounds, by the way, guys. Day 2 of the OBS experiment. Super warm. It's super great. This is fun being out here. Probably be out here close to 6:30-ish, and then I gotta get ready for work or head back home. Maybe a little bit longer. Dang, this one's taking its sweet time today. Sorry about that one, guys. I didn't expect that takeoff roll to take so long. Busy on the departure side today here on 16 left. We know it can always be kind of a mixed bag here, so it's kind of nice to have a lot of action. That's funny. It's funny, chaotic being funny. Well, funny. Again, the credit for the thumbnail, if you're just tuning in, goes to Singularity. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We're almost to 4,000 hours, which is huge. A Chinook, wow. The old Chinook helicopters, Chris. 737-900 there. Nice, man. Bet it was fairly loud, wasn't it? Jamshed, what's up, man? How are you? How's San Antonio? It's 82 here, so it's got to be like 100 in San Antonio. Wow. Cool, Chris. Very nice. Very cool. You know, I got our old buddy RW. He flies right now. I think he's flying the F-35 up at Hill Air Force Base, which is about 30 minutes north of here. So maybe I can spot out there one day. So it's warmer here in Salt Lake than it is in San Antonio. Nice. Well, thanks for sharing, Chris. Sounds great. Were you able to get a photo of it? Yeah, that'd be great. Just send it the email or the link to Pip's Planespotting Live. And if you've got a link, you can add it on here too. That'd be cool. So one more day, it's going to be warm here in Salt Lake City. And then it's gonna start to cool off. We're supposed to get down to upper 40s on Thursday and 50 on Friday. A little cooler. UP Railroad, hello. Have you floated away yet from all the melting? So far it's been okay down in like Taylorsville and Murray, but I know Ogden's been, the Ogden River's a little messy right now. That's interesting. That would make sense though if they're headed over to Europe for practice runs with all that's going on in Ukraine. Excellent. Well, at least you're anchored. Give me a second, guys. I gotta respond to a quick text here. Wind's really kicking up. It's about 20 knots right now. You can tell the camera's shaking Uh-oh, Chaotic Bean. Looks like we've got an MD-11 inbound to runway 16 left. I hope you're still on the broadcast. And if you know the broadcast, share it with your friends who are interested in plane spotting. UP Railroad caught it. Thank you, UP. I see it. I have it in my eyes. In the sights. Thank you, Chantel. That was a lot of information. But thanks for saying hi. Hi. Bom dia or bom noche, Ramirez. Thanks for saying hi from Brazil. My Portuguese is awful. Chaotic Bean, I hope you're on the stream. There we go. There he is. Good to see you, Chantal. Broadcast, we've upgraded with the new software and it seems to be working pretty good. Okay, I will check it when I get off. I'll be pretty occupied here, Chris, but I will check it when I get off and respond to you. Thanks so much for that. That is awesome. Love Chinooks. They're classic. I know, that's what I like about you, Chantal. You're very non-judgmental. Yep, I agree, Justin. Chaotic Bean has a crush on MD-11s. It is. You know what? I agree wholeheartedly. I absolutely agree, Chaotic Bean. I agree. I think before I take up here. Next up is United Express 5572. The MD-11? Thank you, UP Railroad, for the flight number. And if, that brings up an excellent point. If I miss something or don't make an announcement, feel free, guys, to add the arrival and the plane type, because, you know, we're in all this together. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. You learn something new every day. Chris, I just saw your email, so it did come through. So I'll respond to it when I get off, but I got it. So thank you so much. Yeah, UP Railroad, don't remind me. It'd be like keeping nonstop and my neck will be like permanently twisted. DFW Plane Spotters, thanks for saying hello. Welcome back. Got it working. Thank you, my friend. Be here till about 6:30 or so. Welcome back. So, guys, I got my scanner from my parents, but I've been trying to work it, and I forgot how. So I gotta have a little bit of time to sit down and remember how to use it. So. DFW spotters, I can't wait for you to try and ruin my day. Actually, you can't, because it's 82 degrees and I'm in the shade, so suck it. All right, we got some departures lining up here on 16 left. So it's Delta 1396 from Salt Lake City to Minneapolis on an A321. Next up, it's Delta 2666 and A22300 headed to San Diego. And behind them is Southwest 3033 from Salt Lake City to Oakland on a 737-800. So nice little variety there of aircraft. I'm glad you found the unicorn, Chantel. Thanks for saying hi, and good to see you, and get some rest. Also inbound, we've got Delta 765 from Detroit to Salt Lake City, headed to runway 16 right, but looks like Delta on that 321 is taking the runway, not wasting any time. Infidel Fireman, good to see you. Day 2 of the new experiment, working so far pretty good. How are your steaks? And your twice baked potatoes and asparagus? Some leftover chicken nuggets on the train in the middle of the night last night, so that was great while I was at training. Just enough time on that Delta departure to let this other A321 land from Detroit. $43,000 feet, eh? You know, typically, Justin, most planes that I know of, so I never got to work with the Dreamliner, or I haven't got to yet, so I'm not too familiar on the ceiling, but typically most of the jets that I worked with, their ceiling was usually around 41,000 feet would be the ceiling. But my understanding is the Dreamliner, I think, can go up to 43 or 45. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, that's not out of the question. Now, if you're talking about the business jets, you're talking mid to high 40s. All right, we got a lot of action here. You were not kidding, UP Railroad. So I've got an A220 300 headed to San Jose, and in the meantime I caught a 767 on approach to runway 16 left. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Get up right near the tropopause there. ERB, greetings down in Brazil. Good to see you, sir. Wonderful to have you in. Be on the air for another, I don't know, hour or so. Yep, you're right, UP. Here comes UPS. Long touchdown right there. He will be rolling all the way down, I think, folks. Little Taco, hello. Welcome in. Encourage you to like and subscribe. We are here in Salt Lake City. Thanks for saying hi and not being shy. Here's our UPS 767 inbound from Louisville. Yeah, man. Come join the party. Well, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad I could bring it to you. Novi Hamburg. Well, guten Tag to you. Thank you. Willkommen. Wonderful. You're up late in Hamburg. Are you working? Welcome in. And guys, if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. My name's Pip. This is episode 33 from Salt Lake City International, which is my home base. For those of you who are new to the broadcast, let me tell you a little bit about you as we check out this 737-800 departing, or about myself, not about you. 737-800 going to Oakland. So I spent the last 4+ years working for 2 different commercial airlines here in the United States as a flight dispatcher. So I think that's one of the things that I like, makes me kind of unique, is I've got technical experience and aviation knowledge, plus I love planes. I mean, who doesn't? I love aviation. Jamshed. Yes, it is a spectacular day. The wind's a little brisk from the south, but you know, when it's 80 degrees, it actually feels pretty good. It's when it's like 30 degrees, it's not so good. Takeoff roll here for Delta. Copy that, little taco. I'll be on the lookout. Things continue to heat up here on 16 left. Pick the right side today. Thank you, ERB. Appreciate the support. You know, I gotta hire somebody. I'm trying to convince my friend who works at an airline with me, but he's super shy. Hey, what's up, Nelson? Mr. Nunez, buenos dias. The birds are happy. They're very happy. I've heard them. It's an excellent point, ARB. They have been very busy the past couple days chirping. They're very happy with the weather the past couple days. Some good questions here. All right, so first thing, UP Railroad. So during the week, Trax runs every 15 minutes to the airport. So that's why you hear a train about every 15 minutes. I have to give UTA a lot of credit. That's I think worked to their benefit. You know, unlike Frontrunner, which is the commuter rail as opposed to the light rail, Trax is every 15 minutes. So you will hear trains a lot. Well, that's an interesting fact, ERB. The next thing, Jamshed, the rush hour, yeah, typically goes, I was actually in rush hour traffic commuting here, which was about 4 o'clock. So I would say anything from about 3:30 to just past 6. And during that, I just try and stay off the roads or go the opposite way the traffic is coming, which actually works out well for the airports. And when I leave, I should be done with traffic. Yeah, I would say about 3:30 to 6 is rush hour traffic in Salt Lake. Planespotting videos, hello, welcome in. Thanks for joining the party here in Salt Lake City today. We'll be on the air for about another hour. We're looking at, our camera's pointed to the north, and we're looking at runway 16 left. Yeah, Clark, so far, hey Clark, so far, yeah, this is day 2 of the OBS experiment, and looks pretty good. So I think, overall, I think we got something working here. So we'll still monitor it, of course, but yeah, so far the returns are solid. Pretty happy. Pretty happy. Now the only other question is, can I get a hotspot that's maybe a little more reliable? So right now I have a Google Fi because it's prepaid and I want to do contracts, but I'm looking, and I know there are prepaid options for other carriers as well, but yeah, early returns are solid. Uh-oh, we got some 757 action going on here from Indianapolis for FedEx. Mr. Nunez. Yeah, Boise is definitely on it. The thing I'll say about Boise is that right now they're doing construction on a second parking garage. So they've got cranes and everything that's kind of limiting the visibility. I was up there in January. But I think when the second parking garage is done, it should be an awesome spot to plane spot. So yeah, Boise for sure. ERB, you're full of all sorts of fun facts. I love it. Yeah, the old American 757. That's a special aircraft right there. That had the old American livery on it. Sorry, Planespotting videos. I just saw your comment. I don't know if you caught my video when I was in Eagle about 2 months ago, doing some plane spotting from there. It's great. Okay, that's good to know, Mr. Nunez. So when I spotted there, it was in the winter time, and it was facing runway 12. R-Dub! Oh, R-Dub! Oh, we got the Colonel in the house. Yeah, the Southwest plane, certainly, it's a Maryland 1 livery, representing the Maryland flag there. Yeah. It is pretty cool. I do like those liveries from Southwest for sure. How about this for weather, eh, R-Dub? Some great weather. Oliver, hello, sir. Thanks for tuning in, and if there are new viewers out there, don't be afraid to say hi, and encourage you to like and subscribe. That way you'll know when and where we're broadcasting from next. R-Dub, man, the weather's awesome today. I'll tell you guys, when things slow down, I was doing training overnights. That was my first day of overnights last night, and of course this is going on the whole week from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. But it was interesting. You know, Justin, I just saw your comment about the Delta flag. That's actually an excellent idea. Now, I thought, are we changing the Utah flag here? Didn't we get it approved for a new flag? Kind of interested to see about that. Well, Oliver, that's probably the best invitation I've ever gotten to Honolulu. That and Lisa from Oshkosh. But I would love to come to Honolulu. It's on the to-do list. Shah, hi. Thanks for saying hi. Welcome in. We're here in Salt Lake City. R-Dub. Yeah, man. Glad you hit the ground. Yeah, it's great weather today. If I had any seniority, I'd probably call in sick and enjoy the evening. But since I don't, guess I gotta go work. Yeah, training's interesting. I'll have to, after this arrival, I'll have to tell you a story. All right, so inbound to us is JetBlue 6871 from JFK on the old A320. I thought there was a flag change, or their UP Railroad, they're taking feedback. I'll have to look that up, see if I can find you a news story link. Shah, yes, they are beautiful. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you more snow, but the weather's been nice, so after this JetBlue arrival comes in, we'll do a pan around so you can see the mountains here in Salt Lake City. Four-man ship. Nice. Now here's my question, R-Dub. What's your cruising speed? So let's say, how fast are you going back here from Yuma? There's our Southwest livery, our Maryland 1 livery. We'll keep an eye on that sucker. Okay, 450 to 550, so really almost commercial speeds. I didn't know if you were like putting into full like Mach 1. That shows you how little I know about military aviation. Ah, Desert Delight. Well, I'm glad to hear you like the new airport. Micah, dude, are you working? Are you off? Are you still on your weekend? It's a perfect day to plane spot today. Nice, dude. I figured you'd be off. Very cool. Oh, congratulations, Micah. That's awesome. Micah, and not to connect people, but Micah, you could talk to RW. He's a military pilot, soon to be a colonel. He could probably give you a few tips. Congratulations. Okay, DFW, why are you being so nice to me? Are you trying to bribe me with something? Do you need help? You ask me a nice question? Wow. Okay, so, dude, the weather's awesome here. It's got a nice south wind, and I'm in the shade, so it's perfect. Love it. How's your day been, DFW plane spotters? So my first day of training on the train overnight was last night. Got the old sucker. We were a one-car train during training, and on the light rail we are. Our governor is set on the train to 65 miles an hour. So not that fast, but it was pretty crazy going 65 miles per hour in the middle of the night with a light. And I cannot explain to you how difficult it is to see not only your signals, your lights, any traffic, until you get super close to the crossing. That's why it's so essential that people do not try and outrun a train or try and get around a crossing, because I could maybe see probably 300 or 400 feet ahead, and the train, it takes like close to 600 feet to stop. So it was a really cool experience. Of course, there's going to be a lot more training for several weeks, but it was cool to finally get behind it and really let her fly. You know, I like to go fast, so but yeah, 65 is our limit. I actually went over speed. I got an overspeed alert, so that was cool too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Micah. Hey, Robert. Thanks for joining in. From San Francisco, one of my favorite airports, which we have to go plane spot at. Wonderful. San Jose is also a great airport to plane spot at too, folks. Thank you so much for saying hi. You know, I did know that. I think I remember in the past reading something about that, South America to Asia. Yeah, that's interesting. And that would make sense. See, 18 hours. Well, doesn't Singapore's Newark to Singapore is like 19 hours or close to that? Something like that? Or maybe it's 16 hours. Anyways, yeah, that's a heck of a long ways. Leon, that's a very specific request. I like it. I'll see. I'm probably doubtful with my training schedule. but with my new job. But I'll see. I'll have to check it out. Hey Tyson, good to see you, bud. Yeah, they're pretty high. Dario, buenas noches from Buenos Aires. Thanks for saying hi. All right, so Leon, yeah, see, I was thinking about that. I thought it was close to 19, so thank you for that. And Micah, I will email you if that's cool, because I think what's going to happen, so I have to work through Saturday morning. So last graveyard shift is Saturday morning. So Friday night 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And I know there's supposed to be a weather change. Like tomorrow's supposed to be the last nice day, and then it'll cool off for a couple days. So I will email you, Micah, on when to stop by. And folks, and everybody's tuning in, Micah is actually a ramper here at Salt Lake City for one of the airlines. And so I thought it'd be cool to invite him on, and you guys can ask him questions, and he can give his take on things, and maybe for a half hour or so, or an hour. So that's what we're kind of working on. Okay, sounds good, Leon. So Micah, it might be Friday might be a good day because I think it is supposed to be in the 60s. And then I'll be off Sunday too. Okay, so is your schedule pretty constant too? That's the other thing. So, or do you have like a rotating schedule? So I'll email you that if that's cool. All right. Hey Bubbag, good to see you. Thank you for asking. It was good. I got to get the train up to 65 miles per hour. It's pretty fun. RDub, I'm just gonna ask this. When are you gonna invite me to come fly with you one day, like in the back seat? So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Sweet dude, yeah, that would be totally awesome. That'd be awesome. I will be ready and I will get myself in shape. I mean, I try and work out every day, but I probably need to be in a little bit better shape. Micah, that sounds good, man. I did drive the train, Bubag. Yep. We were only one car. So typically, the trains are like 2 cars or 3 cars. Once in a while, there'll be a 4 car, and that's the most they'll do. But overall, it was pretty fun. Just 1 car, though. Micah, that sounds great, dude. I'm super pumped. Sounds good, R-Dub. I know, I'm sure you'll probably try and make me puke at some point. And Micah, it's, we've had a good bit here on the east side today, surprisingly, which has been great. And I know things will start to trail off at the 6 o'clock hour, which if Daniel, he's listening, he'll be like, why isn't there any traffic? So it's been busy up until about this point, which makes sense because it's almost 6 o'clock. So, while we got a second, let me turn the camera for our new viewers and show them the mountains and downtown Salt Lake City. And of course, if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me put out my email too, so if you have a question about aviation or anything, you can email me. See, I knew this was going to happen. That now, since I asked, the whole goal is going to try and make me barf. That's really what it comes down to. So, Justin, in regards to the tram, as I'm turning the camera here, so what I was going to say, Justin, sorry. I heard the other day from a trucker. He was actually a construction worker who now works with me at UTA. I heard, I don't know if there's any truth to this, that there was plans for a tram. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. So we'll see. What I do think is... regardless, it would be fun, man. I always wanted to be a pilot, and I actually tried to get into the Air Force, but truthfully and honestly, between all of you, because I'm a big believer in support, I got all my medical paperwork together. And I put down that I had issues with depression, and as soon as I said the word depression, it was like, MEPS was like, no thanks. So never got to get into the Air Force. And I would have gone to OCS and probably been an officer right out, because I had my college degree. But, you know, people have issues, and you know, I'm here to support you guys, and if you have issues or questions. But yeah, so it didn't work out, but I still got to be a flight dispatcher, which is pretty kick-ass. And honestly, pilots get paid more and they get to fly in the skies, but being a flight dispatcher is pretty dang cool too. Hey Darlo, yeah, it's a beautiful background. I love it. And it's a perfect day, around 80 degrees and a nice wind from the south and clear skies. Great show today, guys. It's been a lot of fun. And hopefully this got some energy. I didn't sleep too hot last night. We got in late because there were actually freight trains that we had to deal with, and they use our rails as well overnight, so we were a little delayed. So I probably didn't get to bed around 6 a.m. this morning and woke up around 12:30. So I'll probably be a little groggy tonight, but your support and energy will give me a little boost and keep it going. Yeah, thanks, R-Dub. I think so too. Big city, Buenos Aires, Darlo is way bigger than Salt Lake. We've got, I would probably say, about between the metro area, so like 30 minutes north and 45 minutes south, we probably have about 2 million people. Buenos Aires, I know, is much bigger. Yeah, that's true. That's true, but there's still a big part of me that wants to be a pilot. So I still think someday. Maybe not now, but you know, I have some of the training. Oh, we got a departure. Focus in. The old A220. Well, I'm told that attractive women always like a guy in uniform, so that's you, R-Dub. Leon, good question. It is currently in litigation right now. The Spirit JetBlue merger, the government, the U.S. government, does not appear to be a fan of. So I don't think it's dead, but it's currently in litigation. R-Dub. RW, we're like best buds for life. Of course, you know that Dreamliner for me it's either the Dreamliner or the Airbus A220. Probably, yeah, I would say those two are the best. They see money. I don't think that's true because police officers and firefighters don't make a ton of money, and I can't think of a single one that doesn't have a drop dead beautiful life. I agree. That's why I'm so happy doing this. This is why I continue to do this. I love doing this. That's exactly right. So yeah. American Airlines up next on the departure parade. You you suck at picking women. How's that, dude? You shouldn't have to pick. You're an officer and a gentleman. To quote a movie, they should just be flocking to you. So Top Gun, like I have a crush on Jennifer Connelly. I'm sure there's like women who run bars all over the place that want to chase after you, R-Dub. Yeah, there's some pretty awesome folks here. Great folks. Well, thank you, Dario, and ERB is a fantastic guy, and he's been very helpful and representing South America along with you. Here's our Airbus A319 headed to Phoenix. You're a jerk and you know it. Well, you know, the first step is admitting the problem, and it sounds like you've identified that. Fireman, he's a pretty good guy. You know, I taught him everything he knows. Not really, at all. He's much smarter and taller than I am. So, but thank you, ERB. You're a gentleman and also a scholar. Jamshed, I think that's a great idea. In fact, maybe what we should do is like form like a travel group with the channel, and we could visit different places and different airports. You know, maybe I could be a side travel agent. Anybody a travel agent tuning in? Well, tell them I said hi. 88 and 89 still kicking it. Thanks, ARB. Good to talk with you. No, Mike, I didn't miss anything. Just a couple departures. We'll be probably signing off here in the next 20-25 minutes. Take care, ERB. See, now Jam said you're talking about all the cool places. I have to take one of my parents because they're fluent in Portuguese. So if nothing else, they could translate for me and help me out. So my dad would probably be the one because he's lived in Brazil twice for a few years, when he was like in his teens, and then when he was retired and doing some church work. Florianopolis, I'm going to the beach. That's the first place I'm going in Florianopolis. Alrighty, IRB, I'll probably be signed off, but we'll be back later this week and I'll put out a video if I'm going to be on. So say hi to your parents for me, safe travels, and we'll talk to you soon. He can escort us, yes. That's a good idea. All right, folks, one of my favorite unique planes. I know Chantel hates the ATR, but we're getting some feeder cargo from FedEx, from IDA. So Idaho Falls to Salt Lake City on an ATR 72. The old turboprop should be there in about 5 minutes. Micah, I did not. You know what? In fact, however, I can see the awning for Concourse B, but it's tough. So unless I take the service road on the north side of the airport, it's tough for me to see anything on the other side because Concourse A is blocking everything on the east side here and the west side, so it's tougher. So I either have to be on Wright Brothers Way or Amelia Earhart Way and then go north. So, but that's awesome, man. They're making progress. Okay, so we just had a question too from Justin. Micah, do you think there's going to be a tram that will connect between the concourses? Oh, there you go. Thank you. All right, Justin, if you're still tuning in, and I know I got sidetracked. I apologize, guys. Sometimes I get sidetracked. There's so much coming at me. But Justin, yeah, we were talking about it. It was funny because my friend was talking about how Atlanta has a tram, but they also have a walkway. So maybe they'll still keep the walkway and the tram. That's great information, Micah. Here's the old ATR from Idaho Falls. Whoa, a little rough landing there. I don't think they're gonna go full length. That was good to catch it. Nope, Tyson, we're actually talking about a tram between the concourses at the airport. Because it's such a long walk between A and B and then soon to be C. We'll do a scan here as we're wrapping up things in the next 15 minutes. Wasatch Mountains, and that building right in front of us, that is the second half of Concourse A. Concourse A on the west side of Salt Lake City was the first to be built, because this, where we see, this is where the old terminal was. So they built Concourse A, then they demolished the old terminal, then they started building this. So, Sioux Falls, very cool. That's actually a really good idea, Micah. I like that. I actually am thinking about applying to be on the Salt Lake City Airport Board, because I have experience, so, and I'm not currently employed with the airport. Good old strip mining right there, folks. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about it for several months, and I actually wrote the city. I guess the next open seats are in August, so we'll see. You know, Jamshed, funny enough, Idaho Falls is kind of like in the high desert plains, so there's not really any mountains immediately in the vicinity. It's actually where a lot of farming is done, because, you know, Idaho, of course, is home to potatoes, but also a lot of cattle. So the mountains are to the east of Idaho Falls, like half hour, 45 minutes, and then you start to get into like the Teton Range, and Idaho Falls is like the next closest biggest city to Jackson, Wyoming. So a lot of people will fly maybe into Idaho Falls and then drive over the pass into Jackson, Wyoming. Or they fly into Jackson, one of the two. But they're about 90 miles away, Jackson and Idaho Falls, so yeah. Me too, man. I don't know, Mike, I don't know how many people I have to bribe to get it, so I should start researching that. But honestly, with all due respect, I think I would be a good candidate. I don't know if I'd be, you know, the choice, but I think I would be a pretty good candidate. It's about, yeah, I wouldn't say on the border, because Jackson is actually fairly close to the border too. I would say you're about, I don't know, like 50 miles from the border. Idaho Falls is 50, 60, and then you'll pass through Victor and Driggs, and then you'll go through the high mountains, and then you'll come down into the valley, and then that's where Jackson is. So yeah. Really? Huh. Well, that's pretty cool, R-Dub. I did not know that. So, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And the other thing is, so there's no interstate. It's just a 2-lane highway between Idaho Falls and Jackson. So there's no interstate that goes through Jackson. So, Jamshed, I know you want to fly into Salt Lake, and it's about a 5.5 hour drive up to Jackson, because once you get off I-15 in Idaho Falls, it's like all 2-lane highways. Hey Micah, great to see you. I will hit you up, email you, and I'm about ready to sign off myself, so good to see you. Alpine, yes I have. Lovely area. I have been to Alpine. I did go up that way to Jackson one time. There's a couple different ways you can take, and yeah, Alpine's super nice. Afton, so Star Valley area, super nice. That's pretty cool, Tyson. Here we go, another boomer. Here we go. Thank you, DFW. You've been extremely kind today. You are a gentleman, and it's been a great day for plane spotting. Great day. Speaking of that, yeah, we'll end on that view. Looks like 6 o'clock hour, you know, guys, is slow, so we'll probably wrap things up here. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. Holy cow, what a great day for plane spotting and being out there and joining me in great action. So to everybody, Dario, ERB, Micah, Infidel Fireman, Justin, DFW Plane Spotters, Leon, Proxima, the list goes on and on. In fact, I'm just going to start making a giant list And for the last 15 minutes of the show, it's just going to be like, thanks to the following people for the next 15 minutes. So, well, thank you, RW, and Jamshed, of course. Thank you, sir. Infidel Fireman, great to see you. So, that does it for episode 33. Another fantastic episode, and look forward to seeing you guys soon. If not tomorrow, hopefully on Friday. And we'll keep you up to date. But in the meantime, be safe, enjoy the spring weather, and enjoy that view from Salt Lake City, looking at downtown Salt Lake City. Until next time, this is Pip signing off for PPL Pips Planespotting Live. Have a good night, everyone.